Hello and welcome to the Energy Within podcast with Shalyn and Catherine, where we talk about womanhood, motherhood, spirituality, and more.
Yes. On today's episode, we are going to be deep diving into the ovulation phase as part of our cycle syncing series.
We're coming back. We took a detour,
Yeah.
a hard detour, and learned some things, and we're coming back to this one to finish it up.
We're very excited.
Yes.
So, ovulation things.
Ovulation.
Let's get into it.
It's the best phase of the cycle.
We don't play favorites. Each phase is important.
Hard favorites for ovulatory phase. My God. When you have the energy for 3 to 5 days,
It's great, 3 to 5
to just do everything that you possibly can and feel frisky and silly and fun.
Good days.
Good days. Great fucking days. So,
you would think she's ovulating right now. She's not.
I am not. I just have this natural energy source.
The sun is shining.
It's a beautiful day today.
Unhinged.
I'm wearing one of my favorite outfits.
Yeah.
We're going out later.
Yes, we're very excited to go out later. We're gonna have a girls' day today.
Girls' day.
And we're starting with an episode.
Yeah.
So can you please
What?
educate us on the science before we get into the spirituality of it all?
Yes. Okay. So the science of ovulatory phase. So as we know, the whole cycle is about getting pregnant, basically. So this is the time to get pregnant. Your body releases the egg from your ovaries. It goes down your tubes, right? And gets ready to get fertilized and then stick itself to the inside of your uterus.
Science.
Not science. Science there for you. So the specific hormones at play here is estrogen. So your estrogen goes up to prep for that implantation. It also helps to thin the cervical mucus. So if you don't already observe your cervical mucus, I highly suggest you do, because it tells you a lot throughout your cycle. It fluctuates and changes, and your ovulatory phase, it gets really thin, really watery, almost kind of like egg whitey is kind of what you're looking for. That means you are ovulating. And it doesn't last long. Again, 3 to 5 business days. I think technically I've heard that it's 10 hours.
3 to 5 business days. Business. Get on business. We are taking care of business. That was hilarious. No, I love it. We're keeping it.
All right. It's a very short window to get pregnant, if that's what you're looking for, or to avoid it at all costs, if that's not what you're looking for. Testosterone is also up on the high. So obviously testosterone is kind of what kickstarts your libido. For women, it's way lower than compared to men, but we still have it. So this is the highest point in your cycle of testosterone, and that's to get your libido up so you can go and get laid.
Yay!
Your body wants a baby, basically. Doing all it can.
Even if you don't want a baby.
That's what your body wants.
Yeah.
Again, the luteinizing hormone, which triggers the release of the egg from the ovaries down into follicular tubes. Fallopian tubes.
Yeah.
And into your uterus. Okay? That's the science.
Fallopian and follicular are very, first of all, they're both F words.
They're both F words.
And it's all related.
Yeah.
The same. Anyway, yeah.
So, something that I've noticed is that the ovulation is actually one of the most important cycles, because it sets up everything else that follows afterwards.
She plays favorites. It's not the most important.
No, but it is. If you have high stress levels during ovulation phase, your luteal phase is going to be harder on you, and then your menstrual cycle, when you bleed, it's going to be harder on you. So
be intentional.
Again, it all is connected.
Mm-hmm.
Once you bleed, and then you have your follicular phase, and you just build up that self-love and stuff that we talked about. And then it goes into your ovulation phase. So if you have a lot of stress and stuff, it does affect the rest of the phases later on. I've noticed it within myself. So I find it's important. If you have a bad ovulation phase or a good ovulation phase, it shows.
Ripple?
Exactly. Ripple. Yeah. It ripples.
I agree. I've noticed it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So that's kind of like the sciencey. Thank you, not Dr. Schlen. I appreciate that little lesson.
Thanks.
To get to more of the like spiritual internal side of things in this series, we've connected the cycles to the moon phases. So this is the full moon phase, and if you are bleeding with the full moon, it means something. I can't remember what it means.
I don't remember.
Yeah. But yeah, if typically you may or may not bleed with the full moon. I think that I ovulate with the full moon. Personally.
Yeah. So most people do ovulate with the full moon. Lesser people bleed with the full moon.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they mean. I've never really like aligned with those like pink moons, purple moons, red moons, and white moons. Just like
it didn't really make sense for us personally.
Yeah.
It might align with you, and if it does, that's a-okay.
That's great.
It just we never really
got
it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is the full moon though, like energetically speaking.
Yes.
Because things are coming to illumination. This is the time to be light and shine light and all of those good things. The kind of vibe of ovulation is fertility, of course, like the physical act of potentially making a baby.
Yep.
And then the more metaphorical of just like fertile growth energetically, creatively, things like that. And then growth, like I said, and appreciation or gratitude. But I really, really love that you say appreciation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's different.
I appreciate that you say appreciation.
Thanks.
So yeah, it's just that time to just like kind of sit and invite in and be appreciative of the things that you already have, and then go out and get more of the things that you want. Magnetism and energy and just go get them attitude. And this phase gives you the energy to go get them.
Yeah.
So yeah, full moon, and then if we want to connect it to seasons, we also do that in the series. It's the summer phase as well. You know, you want to go out
bright and cheery and sunshiny.
Yeah, illuminated. You want to go out and go to the beach and hang out with your friends. And that's summer, right? It's like the complete opposite of winter, which is the menstrual phase. Correct?
Yes.
Is that correct? Yes. Whereas like stay at home and be
within
in a blanket and not out doing things. This is go out and do things.
Go out and
energy.
do things.
So yeah, this is a really good time to make tough decisions. You have the energy, you have the mental clarity. I'm going to put air quotes around that. I personally don't have a lot of mental clarity. I'm usually a rabid wild animal around ovulation.
Oh yes,
we've talked
the horny werewolf, Catherine.
We have talked about this on the podcast before. If this is not your first time tuning in, the jokes have been made that I should be chained up. It does happen. There are times, but only when I've had a good follicular luteal previous phase, because it's all connected.
Exactly.
So yeah, right now I'm having a bad ovulation, which will probably not be great for the rest of the month. Yay! But yeah, just little things to think about. Right, like this month, I don't want anything to do with that, but that's just because I'm stressed right now. So all these things will affect. You're not going to feel like taking on the world every single ovulation.
No.
But like the more you like cycle sync and align your life to your cycle and kind of like pay attention to these things, you'll be like, oh, I see. Maybe that's why I don't feel like super hot right now, even though I should feel super hot right now. Yes.
My energy when I ovulate is fun, frisky, and silly. And like I'm already pretty fun, frisky, and silly, so it's just like extra fun, frisky, and silly.
Elevated. I love that word.
Elevated is a good word.
Yeah. So make those tough decisions. You'll have the mental clarity for it. You'll have the passion behind it anyway. And then like I said earlier, your energy is expansive, and this is about inviting more into your life. So when you're in your winter or your menstrual phase, for example, it's like you said, it's inside. This is about outward, appearing outward. This is about going outside physically and emotionally, mentally, energetically. Thank you. And yeah, stepping outside of your box. This is a really great time to be social, host parties if that's your jam, go to parties if that's your jam, step into leading business meetings, doing public speaking, things like that.
Yeah. Filming content.
Yes. Like I said, this is a great time to be social, step out, push your boundaries in a safe way, things like that. This would be a great time to like try something new at a restaurant. All of that kind of like pushing your own personal boundaries, energy. Also, if you're like a gym person, this is a great time to step out and do maybe challenging classes or like higher intensity workouts.
Yeah.
One thing that we talk about in the series is really trying to align how you work out with your cycle.
Because, so important.
Yeah. You can't be working out the same as someone with high testosterone and like male bodies and things like that. If you have a menstrual cycle, you need to work out with your cycle.
Yes.
It will make a huge difference. You won't be out there running 3 kilometers every day, and you won't be out there throwing around heavy weights every single day,
no.
But you will see better results faster than if you try to fit into workouts in like a system that is not meant for your body and the way your hormones fluctuate.
Yep.
So, really important. But this
Very
is the
important.
time to do the things that are harder so that you get more. You can reap more of the rewards. And then, of course, nutrition is incredibly important, not just for working out, but just in general. So some foods for ovulation are Brussels sprouts, tomatoes and spinach, raspberries. This is a great excuse to buy raspberries.
I love raspberries.
Not that you ever need an excuse, but raspberries are great.
I love raspberries.
All cycle, but specifically right now. Salmon, or if you're not a fish person, as you know from watching this earlier episodes, I don't eat fish. So you love it so much.
It's so funny.
It's so funny. So you can take omega-3s, and you should be taking omega-3s anyway, regardless of anything. They're very good for you. Chocolate is good.
Dark chocolate specifically.
Yeah. Magnesium is really important right now in this phase. Yeah, it's always important. Fiber.
And why would you not?
What?
It's dark chocolate.
I actually had a conversation with a friend yesterday where she said she doesn't vibe with dark chocolate.
That's fair. It is an acquired taste.
Yeah. You have to.
But like, you just need one piece. You don't need to sit and have a whole bar. That's where, again, moderation. This piece of dark chocolate, it's just that little bit. Also, it's dark chocolate's an aphrodisiac. So if you really want to get laid on ovulation,
and then you love oysters.
Oh my god, oysters! I fucking love oysters.
We don't need to do the oyster speech again.
Okay, I can remember if we did it before.
We did the oyster speech again. So much so actually that I added in a scene to the Paris book for you that includes oysters.
Oh yay! That makes me so happy. Yeah. Is it my character that's eating them?
No. She's in all of my books in different ways. Okay, so then fiber-rich foods.
Yeah. Complex
carbs. Eggs are great always, good source of protein and things like that. And then for seed cycling, we talk about seed cycling a lot.
Yes.
So this is your sunflower and sesame seeds. Which ones do you do?
I just do sunflower.
I love my sesame seeds.
Stop.
I just put them on all the things. Yogurt's in them. You put them in your milkshakes. So you put them in your mouth. Yes. And then in terms of self-care, what can you recommend for self-care and rituals and all that jazz?
One of my favorite tricks in the book is to get fancy. When you see yourself and you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you look good. It just all connects so well. And it's just even a bit more potent when you're ovulating. Like it's just that little extra mile. It's just that little extra. So again, like we said, that this is the time to be social. So like, get fancy, put on something that makes you feel amazing, and go do something mundane like getting groceries. And yeah, people are going to be looking at you, and that's okay, because they should be, because you're amazing. And deep breath. It just makes you feel so much better. I know it makes me feel better. I love recording our podcast because I get to get fancy, like extra fancy, right? Like I don't usually wear red lips all of the time. I get fancy and I feel good, and then it just shows in my energy through the podcast. So just take that little bit and plunk it into your life and
just have fun with it.
Be fancy, have fun.
Yeah.
Fun and flirty. And frisky. When you do get fancy, you gotta like overdress for the place that you're going to, and then fucking own it. Like, don't shy away. Like, this is your time to be seen. So be seen.
Yeah.
Shine so much brighter at this time because you can.
Invite in that energy. Be that magnet. And then something too that I wanted to bring up. This would be a really good time to go grocery shopping in a trench coat and nothing else, or like really sexy lingerie. You know what I mean?
That would be so much fun.
Yeah. Or just like put on the lingerie that like you only wear for your partner or something like that. Like wear it for yourself.
Fuck that.
Go buy fancy lingerie.
Wear your lingerie and wear it for yourself.
All the time.
Do you know how many times I wear sexy bodysuits underneath my clothes just because?
Just because. I only have.
And I feel so good every
underwear.
time I go to the bathroom. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm wearing this. That's fun.
Until you have to get undressed to take everything off.
No, I don't do that. I just slide it.
Oh, you just slide it.
I just slide it.
Oh.
I figured it out so that I can wear it
out
and about.
Exactly. Very important. So yeah,
yes,
this is a good excuse to just do anything that you feel like you need an excuse for. We don't actually need excuses for fucking anything. You can romanticize your life. You can do all of the things that you want to do anytime. But if you need a push, if you need a reason or an excuse, this is when you can do it.
The excuse is because you're awesome.
Yeah.
That's not an excuse.
The reason?
The reason.
The purpose?
The purpose?
Yeah.
You are awesome.
That's it. And period. You are awesome. End note.
Mic drop.
Yes. But that's not actually our end note. So something that we wanted to really talk about.
Oh, wait, we have more.
But wait, there's more. The final point that we really want to leave you with here is that this is a really good time for potent fertility in regards to creativity. So putting aside baby making and reproduction and the science of it, is that it is important to create right now. You have the energy to create. If that is create life, that's great. If that's create art, that's great. If that's create speeches, fucking a business plan,
food.
Yeah, I like that. Good suggestion.
I always think about food.
This is the time to create. And then to also remember that we create art to share it with the world. Obviously, you are welcome to create art just for your very own self, but we as creators, if you consider yourself to be a creative artist of any kind, one of the really nice things about ovulation, right, because it's about illumination and like letting yourself be seen, this is kind of like that little mental, emotional, spiritual reminder to let your art be seen. So, for example, one of the things that we were learning this morning when we were doing research for this episode is that when we, as mothers or parents, create children, we don't own those children, right? We create children in hopes that we are going to make the world a better place, that they are going to make a better place, that they are going to make the world a better place through their actions and how we raise them and things like that. So when you create art, right, like I'm a book doula, so I help people bring book babies into the world. And we hope that those books make a positive impact on society. And so when you're birthing a human baby, a book baby, a painting baby, a whatever baby, this is just your reminder to kind of like, okay, I've made the art. Look at this. I've created it. I have birthed into the world. Now look at it. Look at it. See it. See me. See my power of my artistness. That's my little speech.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I was trying to think about what I create for the world, and I create words of inspiration.
You also create, you're a painter.
I am a painter, but I also create from a place to inspire other people with my art. Like inspiration is a deep theme in all of my creative works. Inspiration for other people to see their own light.
Yeah, I mean that's the purpose behind our podcast, right?
Yep.
Education and inspiration.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's our message for you.
Let's go.
When it comes to ovulation, birth, prepare to birth, whatever it is that you want to birth.
Just fucking do it. Because you're awesome.
That's Shalene's message.
You're awesome. Remember it.
Yes.
Believe it.
Own it. Sit in it. You are the awesome. Be the awesome. So, thank you so much for joining our conversation about ovulation. Do you have any thoughts about ovulation in general? Like maybe tell us what you're creating right now. I'd really love to hear that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, share with us what you're creating right now, if anything, or what you would like to create. And yeah, tell us like the spiritual side of ovulation energy.
You can find us on the Energy Within podcast, and that's on all platforms. Our next episode is going to be finishing up this cycle series, luteal phase.
It's going to be a big one.
It's going to be a really big one because I have so much shit that comes up for me during luteal phase, and I want to help you work through it if that's the same for you, because I think it's finally clicked in my head. It's clicked.
After all these years.
I know how I'm going to be, so I just need to be extra diligent about
moving through it.
Yeah, I don't want to say like control, but also maybe like control, emotional control. I am very emotional during my luteal phase, and it's just like everything is an explosion.
Yeah. You commonly will hear this phase being called PMS.
Yes.
But it's much more bigger than that, and that's not even correct. So we're going to teach you about the science behind it, of course, and then the spirituality and the energy of all of it.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that. That'll be really powerful and good, and a really good way, I think, to end this mini series.
Yep. Circles back.
Start at the beginning.
Thank you so much for watching again, and we hope that you see your power and your energy and your amazing, awesome, beautiful sunshininess today. Bye!